Welcome to Creators with Kids, episode 2. I'm going to talk to you guys for like 10 minutes, and then I have to run. I'm currently right outside the front of my house. Why am I not in my office? Well, let's talk about the kid side of being creative. When you have kids, and as you guys probably already know, it's hard to find time, it's hard to find like a slot where the house is just calm enough for you to kind of talk to a camera or do your passion or do whatever you need to do. So, instead of making excuses and never doing it, step outside 10 minutes. It's just fine. So I want to talk a little bit about the hustle, the grind, the struggle that you're going to embark on, what you need to embrace if you're going to survive as a creative with kids. The biggest mistake of my life, or one of the biggest mistakes of my life, is I tried to isolate my creative side from like the family. I tried my hardest to do super business, and then I have family life right over here, but nothing can come in between that at all. I've made several different brands, anywhere from Field Trip to Super Amazing to Start Right. All of them, with different purposes, all of them with different ideas, but the main thing that lacked in the department was I was trying to be bigger than what I really was. I was trying to build a business that had 1 million different people that could sustain 5, 10, 20 people. So it had to appeal to the corporate masses, or appeal to people that, thought that you had to have a suit and tie, thought that you had to have a really nice office to impress. And I even fooled myself by saying, hey, you know what, I'm going to apply to, Start Right's going to be for startups, people that don't have that much money, and people that just are struggling trying to start a business. At the core of it, that was the truth, completely. I wanted to help entrepreneurs, I wanted to help anyone with a passion be able to follow their dream and be able to kind of pursue that dream. But there was a lot of costs that came with that, as how I structured the business. I didn't structure it around my lifestyle. I didn't structure it around my kids. I didn't really Hold on, kids. Okay, go pee. And so I remember, trying to grind so hard to be ready for that one phone call where everything had to be completely silent, everything had to be stark. They couldn't know that I really was in the car. They couldn't know that I was really in the house and the kids were in the other room. I was always at the office. So I would say it was backwards at the time, but that's how everyone was doing it, and that's how a lot of you may feel or seem like it has to be, when the truth is it really doesn't. Personal brand. I'm going to keep on pushing it throughout this entire series. Just be your own brand, and the possibilities are limitless. So I got 5 more. I made a New Year's resolutions not to say so and I gotta stick to that. So let's get a little bit to more practicality of what you're about to embark on. It's when you want to pursue your passion and you also need to pay the bills. You're going to have to make some sacrifices. You're going to have to accept that a regular 8-hour work hour day will not exist for the next, however many years. It's better to just kind of embrace it as your norm, but also understand that you don't need to work that much either on your passion, like on it every single day, but like what I'm trying to say is, if you put in 1 hour a day, for your passion, or you put in 2 hours a day for your passion, that's fine. But the main key is that you do it every single day. You do it consistently, and you don't do it for the money. You don't try to do it for the money at first. That's going to get in your way. That's going to mess up a lot of things. Because what happens is, when you first start out and say you don't really know your craft, you're still learning things. Your shit's gonna suck, and everyone's stuff sucks in the beginning. But you have to take that time to be able to learn what you need to learn, make those mistakes. And the best way to do that is to just do a lot of stuff for free, old school pro bono, but also doing it every day so that you get in the habit. You see your mistakes every day. Don't ever think you're not good enough. It's just a matter of learning. I started last year with filmmaking. I started it, didn't know a thing about it, and I'm not the absolute best filmmaker today, but I'm completely comfortable talking on camera. I've made over 150 films. I did dailies for pretty much almost half a year. There is burnout, there is things that come with that, but it's better to do your craft every single day, bit by bit by bit by bit, instead of trying to do it like a big old chunk at one time and then say fuck it, and then do a little bit here, like just tiny bit. You guys have heard this, you know this, but it's practical. The second part of this is you have to find a specific time that works for you with kids, because you go to work, you have to take care of the kids, you got to be there. It's so important that you're that parent. You're amazing, but you also need you time, your passion time, whatever you want to call it, to do whatever you need to do, whether it's you're trying to escape your day job or you just want to have a little bit of extra income on the side, for a rainy day. It doesn't matter. But you have to find a specific block of time in your day where you can focus. I've tried every single time of day, and the main time of day that I actually am able to get work done and focus is at like 2 a.m. in the morning. If I just randomly wake up, I'm able to get work done because the whole house is quiet. Granted, it's hard to get up at 2 a.m. sometimes, unless you have something just going through your mind. I personally would prefer to wake up at 7 a.m., work, for a few hours or something like that, and dandy whatever, because that's what when my brain starts to click. But that's not the reality. The kids wake up at 6, they're rolling through the house, dope, doing their thing. I gotta put my attention, I gotta give them my attention. And then, what's up, train? And then I gotta go to work, So you have to find that time that works with your schedule, your work. Don't try to dream that you'll magically have some sort of time randomly that will work. Just an hour, 2 hours of time, really, that's really all you need. No more ums. So that's the timing. 3, how the hell do I learn what I need to learn? Do I need to go to college? I need to go to college. Let's just say that. fuck no. You don't need to go to college, and I'm very adamant on this. There are skill sets, there are things that you need to go to college for. But we are in the best age ever where everyone is giving away quality content for free by the millions every single day because they understand the value. They understand the return. Go to YouTube, type in baking. Go to YouTube, type in tattoo, how to do a tattoo. Go to YouTube, how to code. Doesn't matter. Anything you can think of, there's somebody that's doing it. And if you find that you go to YouTube and every single video, everything that's on there freaking sucks, then maybe that should be your passion. Maybe you should fill that spot, that niche where it's like, well, no one's really putting out quality content on this topic. People are searching for it. I myself are searching for it. Let me just fill the gap. Unfortunately for me, that's not the case. Graphic design, web development, filmmaking, they've got that covered by the freaking books, the pounds, the tons, all that. But good for me is because they have that covered, I can literally search for anything I need to know, and there you go, I can learn it. I just have to take the time out of my day to just take that moment, and that's what's amazing. So consensus is no, you don't need college. You might have needed it 10 years ago, unless you need to go do brain surgery or whatever you need to do for like actual medical degree. So yeah, dope. So stop using the excuse of I need to go to college, or I need to get into college so I can get this degree so I can live my perfect life. You don't need that. You start today. You start right now. You make the decision. You know what? Fuck it. Screw it. People that cared so much about that piece of paper, like that's how you were able to establish if anyone was good or not. And I understand that. I get that. But that's just not the case in today's world. You can go online, you can go onto someone's Instagram, you can go on their Facebook, you can go on their YouTube. You can see instantly that they know their shit. They're telling you how to bake a cake, and the cake comes out amazing, and they're doing it over and over and over and over again. You trust that. Okay, she knows how to do my wedding cake. I'm gonna hire her. End of story. It's that simple. And the crazy thing is that the kids today, they understand that they get that way better than anyone that's 20, 30, 40, 50, they get that. So they already have the advantage.
Hi, Daddy.
Hey, buddy. So that's going to wrap up today's Creatives with Kids. I got to get back in. I'm getting soaked. And pretty much get ready to go to work. So talk to you guys on the next one. Peace.